everyone, I am Carbakel Aris BSED2 Batch 7, and for today's video, we're talking about materials for developing writing skills. So how to develop your writing skills. Brush up on the basic principle or writing grammar and spelling. So here are the following words that can help you to develop your writing skills. First, a paragraph writing. A paragraph is a series of sentences that are organized and coherent and are all related to a single topic. Almost every piece of writing you do that is longer than a few sentences should be organized into paragraphs. Regardless of the kind of information they contain, all paragraphs share certain characteristics. So for example, a narrative writing, descriptive writing, and reflective writing. So second, report writing. So essentially, a report is a short, sharp, concise, and document which is written for a particular purposes and audience. So it is generally sets out and analyzes a situations or a problem, often making recommendations for future actions. It is a factual paper and needs to be clear, well structured. So for example of report writing, accidental reports. So in accidental reports, street road accidents, train accidents, fire, air crash, house collapsed, boat capsizal. So second example, natural calamities, flood, earthquake, landslide, cyclone, or storm. Next example, disturbances and law and order situations, such as robbery and terrorist. And public happening is a ceremonies or functions. So that's are the example of report writing. So next, third, a letter writing. Letter writing is the exchange of written or printed messages. Distinctions are commonly drawn between personal letters or sent between family members, friends, or acquaintances, and business letters, formal exchanges with business or government organizations. So again, and distinctions are commonly drawn between personal. So again, and a letter writing is the exchange written or printed messages. So for example, formal, official letters. Informal, personal letters. Academic or school-related writing. Then business letters, applications and response to an advertisement, and letter to government departments of other offices. Going forward, notice writing. So a notice writing or printed announcement. For example, notice for sale, upcoming event, or a competition. And another example, name of the institution, issuing authority, notice, title, date, and writer name with designation. So that's for the example of notice writing. And fifth, describing a process. So in describing a process, there are also a following words or following step that you can learn how to describing a process or how to describe a process. First, second, once or action 1 and action 2. Then third, having action 1. Then the next step is action 2. So third, next. Then fourth, then fifth, finally. So let us move on and let's move to number 6, story writing. So write one setting, write the first draft of your story and a short time as possible. Second, develop your protagonist, then create suspense and drama. Fourth way, show don't tell. Then fifth, write good dialogue. Sixth, write about death. And 7, edit like a pro. Then 8, know the rules, then break them. So 9, defeat writer blocks and share your works. So in the last is a dialogue counting. So in dialogue counting, a certain conversations between 2 or more people. So for example, in dialogue counting is comics and interviews. So 8, biography writing. So in a biography writing, get permissions. Once you have chosen the subject of the biography, seek permissions to write about their time or do your research for your thesis or even your research papers. So make timeline, use flashbacks, and includes your thoughts. And that's all for today's lesson. So don't forget that in order to develop your writing skills, you have to remember about a paragraph writing, report writing, accidental reports, letter reports, notice writings, describing a process, story writing, dialogue counting, biography writings. And that's all for today's video. Thank you.